Hello everyone. My name is Vallery Riet, and today I am here with Rowan and Laurel, and I am conducting a substance awareness initiative for my Beauty with Purpose campaign. I chose this topic because it's very personal to me, as I've lost a family member due to substance use. Um, Growing up in Freiburg, I've seen how young people are influenced or pressured into substances, and I've seen how it affects the community in families, how it breaks relationships and everything in between. You go from knowing this person very well, growing up with them, and then all of a sudden they've changed and they're someone you cannot recognize anymore. But today I'm here with Rowan and Laurel who have gone through it and have turned their lives around. Uh, Rowan,
Mary,
how are you?
I'm good, thanks in yourself.
Thank you, I'm alright. Can you just share with us how your substance abuse started?
So, my substance abuse started when I was a young boy. I was around about 16 years of age, and I lived in a very well home. I lived in a very well home, but my father was an alcoholic, and my father used to ab- abuse my mom a lot, and I I had to witness that. I had to witness that, and uh, it went on for years, and as I grew a bit older, and I felt that uh, I had the power like to help my mom. And one evening, on a Sunday evening, my dad came home, and he fought with my mom, and I just told myself that today is the day that this has to stop. And I stood in front of my dad, and I told him that things can't go like this, and you can't do this to my mom. And my father hit me as well. In fact, every time when I try to stop my father from beating my mom, he abused me also. And at a young age, your home is supposed to be a safe haven,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel safe at home, and that led me to the streets. And in the streets, that's where uh, I was introduced to oka pipe, cigarettes, dacha, and it eventually it escalated, and I fell into drugs, and I started using. Uh, at first, it was oka pipe, cigarettes, dacha, and it was all innocent. It was all innocent, and the next thing I was introduced to cat and crystal meth and all that. And in the beginning, it was just to, or it was supposed to be like a, a weekend drug, like to only do it occasionally. But
Occasionally, yeah.
little did I know that I was slowly digging a, a grave for myself. And yeah, that's how my addiction started.
Okay. Uh, because you told us that um, the situation at home led you to the streets and everything. I I hear you and I relate so much to it. If you could speak to your younger self now, what would you want to say to them?
To my younger self, personally, if I knew back then what I know now, I was never gonna go to the streets, because my life changed ever since I I I made, or I committed to having a relationship with my higher power, which is Jesus Christ. So ever since I had an encounter with God, that's when my life changed tremendously. And to my younger self, I can say that honestly, I'm sorry for what I had to put myself through as a young boy. But it is what it is. It's in the past, and uh, my past made me who I am today. I'm a stronger man today. I can be a son to my mom. I can be a, a brother to my sisters. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing with us. Laura,
Yes,
how are
Michelle.
you?
Good things in yourself.
I'm right. Can you also just share a little bit with us how your substance use started?
So, my substance use started with a thought. So, I used to suffer from my mom and dad also used to argue a lot when I was young. And as I now went into school and I witnessed my dad verbally abuse my mom and also physically abuse her, it actually led me to doing self-harm. And as I indulged in the self-harm industry, I released some of that negative energy that I had in me. And it led me to suffering from five things. Number one, I had suicidal thoughts. Number two, I had anxiety. I suffered from depression, and the depression led me to uh, using drugs. Now I was now suffering from these four things that I mentioned, and it led me to anger, the first thing. And at a young age, I was suffering from all five of this stuff, and I had to find out how am I going to solve those five things because I had suicidal thoughts, I have anxiety, I have depression, and now I'm angry. And in order for me to control these four things that I suffer from, I used the fifth thing, which is drugs, to to hide that. And I just had to find a way out of that. And I've hurt a lot of people. I stole from a lot of people. It led me to stealing, but I found a solution as well. And then there was five things that actually got me out of that other five, which is I started with meetings, you know, God helped me also, service, the 12 steps, you understand? And then I used these five solutions that I now had, which is called the five pillars, to help me with these five things that I naturally just struggled with. And these five actually helped me to solve those other five things that I was struggling with. And I'm a I'm an ex thief, I'm an ex liar, I'm an ex suicide committer, I'm an ex slander, I'm an ex anger addict also. And as I came to the Lord, like for me, God is the one most important pillar. God is the most important pillar for me. He helped me to solve my anger. And I can go into detail in the anxiety. Like for me, I always thought that I needed medication to solve these problems because I was in the institution from a young age. I was 17 when I went to my first year, and they already told me the only way how I'm going to solve these five things at the young age of 17 is with medication. And that medication, actually, I got hooked off of the medication. Before I was on your normal drugs, your cat, your dacha, your tip, and your buttons. I was addicted to that medication, and it just made my life spiral out of control. And I have the scars to prove it as well. Here's my first scars that I got due to medication. You can see it on my hands, right, Valerie?
Yeah.
So that medication just made me so angry that I punched out windows and I suffered these ligaments in my fingers. And I went to school with those bandages on, and I couldn't play hockey and stuff. And this medication just made me so angry. I fought with somebody at school, and as I fought with this person, I won the fight, but little did I know the fight wasn't over. At hockey practice, he hit me clean in the face, right in the middle of my two eyes. And that was just because of pharmaceutical medication. That the anger that it gave me and the backfire that it had in my life. So my addiction started there with those suicidal thoughts, and it led me to becoming angry. And later, as one of my friends committed suicide, the thing that I was scared of, in 2015, I got addicted to Dacha, Cat, and crystal meth.
Okay, I hear you. What made you decided this is for me anymore and I want to stop completely?
I saw that I started losing too much. I started to lose the respect of my family, I started to lose the respect of the community, and I started to lose even respect for myself. I lost what I cherish the most, my relationship with God, my relationship with my parents. I lost all of that, and the trust that for me was the most important that I lost.
Okay, now my people, as you can hear, these two gentlemen have managed to change their lives completely, and it's just proof that change is possible. There is nothing bigger than God and the God inside you. If you believe in yourself and through awareness, I believe that our community can say no to substance abuse. So tell me, Rowan, how has your life changed since the substance abuse? Since you stopped?
Ever since I I made a decision to change my life, ever since I submitted to God that I am nothing without Him, my life literally changed tremendously. Uh, every negative energy, every negative thought that I ever had in my life changed. And like I told you previously, that today I can be a son to my mom, I can be a brother to my sisters, I can be an uncle to my nieces and nephews. So there is life after drugs. There is life after drugs, and recovery is possible. It is possible. And in addiction, I, I never had like, or I could never stay at a job for too long. It's either I steal something at work or I stay out of work and all that. But ever since I came into recovery, uh, I'm so committed to doing something, to achieving something, and to becoming a better person. So yeah, my life changed for the good. My life changed for the good, and and I'm grateful for that.
Thank you. Laura, what would you say to someone that's still battling with addiction?
I would tell somebody that's still battling with addiction that there's nothing for you there, and addiction is something that takes, and addiction lie to me. That's how I know what addiction is. Addiction lied to me and promised me the world. You understand? Uh, Recovery gives you everything that addiction promises you. Let me repeat that. Recovery gives you everything that addiction promises you. So there by addiction, you're going to get nothing. I've been searching. I've been 12 years in addiction, and I've been looking for something in all of the wrong places just to find out that I found nothing, and I was still looking for that same thing that everybody was looking for in addiction, looking for that peace of mind, which I find in recovery, looking for that fixed relationships with my parents. I never found it in addiction. I found it in recovery. For looking, I was looking for a place where my parents didn't abuse each other anymore. During addiction, it actually made my parents closer to a divorce. Now in recovery, I can see their relationship is also mended, and our relationship is mended, and we are together as a family. And when I was in addiction, I wanted everything at home to be peaceful. And I couldn't have it when I was in addiction because they were always up all night worried about me. And now that I'm in recovery, I can clearly see that their relationship is sharp with me. My relationship is sharp with them. And they 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 trust me again. They trust me to such a point that I can only say God has intervened in my life. And that is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't find it in addiction. In addiction, I always got the opposite. I got the opposite. I lost that relationship. And now in recovery, I got everything that addiction promised me. So to somebody that's now stuck in addiction watching this, I can just say, come to the Lord. The Lord heals. The Lord restores. Addiction can't do that. Addiction can only steal, kill, cheat, and manipulate. Addiction is the biggest robber of peace and love. If I look at the spiritual fruits that addiction stole from me, addiction stole my happiness. I could never be happy without having something in me. Now I can be happy. You don't believe me that I'm happy? Look, bruh. I'm happy, bruh. So please come to the Lord, people. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Mhm. Okay, thank you very much. And I just wanted to say to both of you, I am really proud. Like you said, your sister still have an older brother to look up to. Your mother still has a son to send to the shop. And I am really proud of you for choosing your lives over drugs.
Thank you.
Thank you.